Tonight, you sleep behind walls. Ancient humans never did. For almost 300,000 years, people slept shoulder to shoulder beside strangers, family, hunters, and elders. Every breath was shared. Every sound was heard. Privacy did not exist. And for most humans alive then, that wasn't terrifying. Being alone was. The prehistoric camp never became silent. Someone always coughed. Someone always moved. Fires cracked through the darkness while exhausted bodies pressed together for warmth. Ancient humans lived so physically close that modern people would call it unbearable. Yet separation from the group felt far worse than suffocation. When couples needed distance, darkness became their only wall. They waited until exhausted eyes closed beside the fire, then quietly stepped beyond the sleeping bodies. Everyone noticed. Nobody reacted. Human privacy began as a performance, an agreement to pretend certain moments were invisible. 50 feet from the firelight, prehistoric humans disappeared into darkness. Predators still moved through the grass beyond sight, yet couples walked away anyway. The tribe understood the ritual. Survival depended on pretending not to see what everybody already understood in complete silence. Ancient humans created invisible boundaries long before building physical ones. Nobody stared. Nobody acknowledged certain acts. Social survival depended on deliberate blindness. Privacy wasn't created with walls. It was created through collective restraint, one of humanity's oldest unspoken rules. At night, entire families slept touching each other inside cramped shelters barely large enough to breathe comfortably. Archaeologists found evidence of humans living this way for tens of thousands of years. There was no rolling over without disturbing somebody nearby. Human existence was permanently shared. Even the simplest acts required negotiation with the group. There were no bathrooms, no doors, no isolation. People walked away from camp briefly, trusting others to look elsewhere. Ancient privacy existed through intentional ignorance, the same strange social ritual humans still practice today. The camp functioned like a living organism. Every movement was observed without being acknowledged. Hunters repaired tools beside women preparing food while exhausted elders watched the fire. Nothing remained hidden physically, so humans evolved psychological boundaries instead. The mind learned to create privacy where none existed. Storms made prehistoric shelters unbearable. Wet animal hides trapped smoke while bodies packed tighter together against freezing wind. Yet nobody chose isolation. Outside the firelight waited darkness, predators, cold, and death. Claustrophobia was safer than solitude for almost all of human history. Modern humans fear crowded silence. Ancient humans feared empty silence. Hearing nothing beyond the fire meant separation from the group. The nervous system humans carry today evolved beside communal warmth, shared breathing, and constant human presence. Loneliness once triggered genuine survival panic. Everything changed when humans stopped wandering. Farming created permanent villages. Villages created walls. And walls created something psychologically revolutionary, the ability to disappear from other human eyes. For the first time in history, a human being could close themselves away from the tribe. The first doors did more than block wind. They divided people emotionally. A closed room separated individuals from constant observation. But privacy remained rare. Most early farmers still slept beside entire families inside cramped homes. Human isolation evolved slowly, one wall at a time. Even medieval families rarely experienced solitude. Entire households slept in single rooms beside animals, tools, smoke, and relatives. The modern bedroom is shockingly recent. For thousands of years after walls appeared, humans still existed almost constantly in the presence of other people. The wealthy experienced privacy first. Nobles built chambers ordinary people never entered. Silence became a luxury item. For the first time, loneliness transformed into status. Human beings began separating themselves intentionally from communal existence, a psychological shift that permanently changed civilization. As cities expanded, private rooms multiplied. People finally gained the thing prehistoric humans never possessed: complete isolation. But something strange followed. The more physically separated humans became, the more emotionally disconnected many started to feel from each other. Tonight, millions of people sleep alone behind locked doors. Safe. Warm. Untouched by strangers. Yet modern loneliness spreads across the world faster than many diseases. Humans solved the problem of privacy, then accidentally created a new psychological problem instead. The prehistoric fire and the modern phone screen trigger something eerily similar inside the human brain. Both pull attention. Both create emotional comfort. But one surrounded humans with living bodies. The other often leaves humans physically isolated in artificial light. For nearly all human existence, survival meant sleeping beside other people. Fire circles connected nervous systems together every night beneath open darkness. Modern civilization replaced those communal fires with separate glowing rooms stacked endlessly beside strangers who never speak. Modern humans finally achieved total privacy. Doors lock. Windows close. Entire days pass without human contact. Ancient humans would have considered this terrifying beyond imagination. Yet many modern people now crave the exact closeness earlier humans spent 290,000 years depending on to survive. Human history may be the story of walls. First humans feared being alone. Then humans learned how to separate themselves completely. Somewhere between the prehistoric fire circle and the modern apartment, humanity traded constant connection for permanent privacy, and may still be paying for it.